Let's imagine a world where Izuku Midoriya wasn't born quirkless. In fact, he wasn't even fully born human or human at all. This is what if Deku was a Saiyan. So, in this version of the world, things start a little differently. The night Izuku Midoriya was born, something strange happened in Musa Tofu. A shooting star flew across the sky, bright green, trailing fire. When it landed outside the city, there was no crater, only a small round pod, humming faintly, inside a baby with a tail. Izuku Midoriya, walking home from work that night, found the pod, and though she was terrified when she saw that tiny boy crying, her heart melted. She brought him home. She never told anyone about the pod. She just called him Izuku. When he was a toddler, he was different. Other kids stumbled and cried when they fell. Izuku, he'd crash into walls, break tables, laugh. He'd lift chairs like they were toys. Nico thought maybe her son had a powerful quirk. But the doctor said he didn't. That confused her. How could a child with no quirk be this strong? But she loved him too much to care. She just reminded him, Izuku, sweetie, be gentle with people, okay? And he ignored with that big smile, though he never really understood why everyone was so fragile. One night, a full moon, Inko was awoken. A thunderous crash, the window was shattered, and outside there was something else, a giant ape roaring into the night. The creature's eyes glowed green, its tail whipping around, and it tore trees from the ground like weeds. When the sun rose, Izuku was asleep in his bed, like his pajamas in tatters, his mother trembling beside him. That's when she realized the son wasn't just different, he wasn't from this world. As he grew older, she kept it a secret. She told him never go outside during the full moon. He didn't understand, but he trusted her. At school, Izuku was a strange kid, not because of his tail. He had that hidden under his clothes, but because he was too strong. In dodgeball, he'd throw the ball once and send it through the wall. In PE, he'd jump so high, people thought it was a glitch in gravity. Baku, his classmates didn't like that one bit. You think you're better than me, Deku? No, Kachan, Izuku would say softly. I just don't know how to hold back, okay? And that only made Bakugo angry. But even with all that strength, Izuku never used it to hurt anyone. He wanted to save people. He watched All Might on TV. Every smile, every rescue, and his heart would burn. The hunger to fight, but the desire to protect, even if he didn't know why. There was always something inside him pushing him to gain more. Then came middle school. He was faster, stronger, and his body healed quicker than ever. He didn't know the word for what he was. Saiyan, but he felt it. The restless, and in that restless energy, the craving to test himself. Sometimes he'd go into the woods and shadow box until the trees shook. One day, Bakugo picked a fight. He tried to blast him, shouting that he would show him who was the real top dog. Izuku didn't fight back at first, but when Bakugo's explosion burnt his uniform, something inside snapped. The air rippled. Izuku's eyes flared bright green. He dashed forward faster than Bakugo could blink, and his punch stopped an inch from his friend's face. Wind pressure alone knocking Bakugo to the ground. Silence. Everyone stared. Even Izuku looked at his face, scared of himself. He ran home that day, terrified of what he was becoming. That night he asked his mom, what am I? Inko sat beside him, crying quietly. She told him everything about the heart, the night sky, the tail, and his Izuku, instead of being angry or scared, just hugged her and said, "Then I'll just be the best version of whatever I am." That's when he decided he'd be the greatest hero on Earth, no matter where he came from. Years passed, his training became disciplined. He learned to meditate to control his powers sometimes. Sometimes when emotions ran wild, green energy flickered around his fists. He didn't notice it, but he could feel it breathing inside him. Then came that fateful day. The sludge filled inside him when he saw Bakugo trapped. Izuku didn't think, he moved. The world blurred as he launched himself forward, roaring as he punched through the sledge, scattering it across the street. When All Might showed up, he didn't just see a brave boy, he saw potential beyond understanding. All Might came to Izuku. "Young man," All Might said, "that wasn't a quirk, that was power." Izuku looked down at his glowing hands and nodded. "I've had it as long as I can remember." All Might didn't give him one for all, he gave him something else. Training. For 10 months, Izuku learned how to control his ki, to fly, to harness his energy without destroying everything around him. He'd scream until his voice cracked, sweat until his muscles tore, and every time he fell, he got back up, stronger, because that's what Saiyans do. If any of you can't tell, I am reading a script, so if it does sound like it's a script, it is a script. When the UA entrance exams came, the others ran forward. Izuku flew, his aura blazed green, his fists striking like thunder, robots shattered like glass under his punches. When the 0 pointer appeared, he didn't hesitate. Powered up, roaring hair flickering with the golden sparks, eyes fierce. One massive punch, the entire arena shook. He saved Uraraka, his smile breathing heavily, tail flickering behind him. "Guess I overdid it, huh?" And that's how Izuku Midoriya, the Saiyan who fell from the stars, joined UA High School, not to conquer, not to destroy, but to become the greatest hero this planet will ever know. And as the flames of our story come to an end, like, subscribe, and you'll get a part 2. Thank you, bye.